Look at this. I love these bright colors in here. Paint looks great around the edges. We have a sink to install in that corner. But wow, my attention is just continually drawn to this rug. Would probably fit here very nicely. So I think that's going to be a great way to try to prevent some dirt and things from getting on this rug. This is Brandon's first pair of prescription sunglasses.
I've gone without sunglasses for a year.
It's lovely.
Slowly.
It's lovely. But at that price, the screen fell off. We gotta fix that. Sink is not officially in, but so here is our free and new to us sink. You do make a great dolphin, Eli. Look at those adorable little lights on either side of the door. Call it good pretty darn soon. About a 6-inch or so section of a rock around the whole pool. Child has a hook for goggles, life jacket. Okay, the rug is in, and the black edges, it's exactly what I had in mind. We have a little bit of extra space here by the door, so I'm gonna measure that and get a little rug just for like here in front of the door, so we can try to trap some dirt and stuff.
There's a few sections left of that mat.
Oh yeah, that would be a great idea.
One of the slots in it.
Yeah, we should do that. And then, otherwise, look at this. I love these bright colors in here. Really loving that. Oh, this floral pattern. I'm a floral lover and a color lover. And I wouldn't necessarily put something so bright and bold in my house. I might, but I really love putting it out here. So probably hard to get a full grasp of the print. So let me try backing out a little like that for you. But then also, if it's helpful, that's the full print in a miniature version. And that's the dimensions. The kids just got themselves into popsicles because they couldn't wait any longer. I will give them credit that this is the first round of popsicles they've had. And we got the trash can set up. It needs to have the outside wiped down, but we got a bag in so we can put our trash in there as necessary. I'm going to hang a hook somewhere around the sink area for the scissors to just go on the wall, since that's going to be a common thing that we'll need in here when we are cutting open all of the freeze pops. But I am just still looking at the rug and really loving how it is looking. I love the cozy vibe that it gives and just the kind of polished look that I was wanting for the floor. And the black paint looks great around the edges. I think that that was a fantastic solution. We already had the black paint as well because it's the same black paint we used on our master bedroom door and a couple other places. So, oh, the door to our water closet in our master bathroom. So we already had that and had some extra, so that was no cost. We've got our table and chairs. I don't think I've shown those off yet. The chairs just arrived yesterday. The carpet arrived today, and things are coming together in here, and I'm really enjoying how it is looking. So we're getting very close to being done. We have a sink to install in that corner, and this outlet is not quite functional yet. And then we are also wiring in lights We're going to have a light on the outside right there, as well as right there. And then we will have a second light switch that will operate a light that we'll put somewhere in here, somewhere along the ceiling. But I am also planning to have a set of string lights that is either draped from or wrapped around. I'm unsure yet exactly how I want to put them in here, but a set of string lights anyway. And that will probably be our main lighting option, but it will be nice to have just an overhead light as well if we want to just be able to quickly flick a switch on and have light in here. And so I have the trash can kind of pulled out right now because the corner of the rug there was bent over. So I'm just using the trash can to try to get it to lay flat. We'll see if it works. The trash can's not very heavy, but we'll see. But anyway, here's how things are looking in here. And I'm just in love with our little space. I've got all the windows open right now and the sliding door also so that we can get some cross breezes going. But wow, my attention is just continually drawn to this rug. It is an indoor-outdoor rug. It is supposed to be easy to clean. I recognize that there is a decent amount of white on it. That wasn't exactly my top choice, but it is what we were able to get within the price range that I wanted and a pattern that I really enjoy. So I think that it's going to help to have the little either small rug here that'll kind of go all in front of the door, or we have some plastic mat that we got out of the college where Brandon works in an entryway, and they were putting down a new mat. So we brought it home. We have some sections of it in the garage, and I think 2 pieces of it would probably fit here very nicely. So I think that's going to be a great way to try to prevent some dirt and things from getting on this rug. But we do also have a pressure washer, and I can tell you that a pressure washer does wonders on a rug. I had gum stuck in a rug from a rug that I had in my classroom, and the pressure washer cleaned that thing up so nicely. So here is our little pool house as it is right now. Wow, I'm really proud of us. I just love the work that we've done and the vision that we had and how it's all coming together. Colors in that rug are so vibrant and fun. How are they? You so excited?
I am excited.
This is Brandon's first pair of prescription sunglasses.
I've gone without sunglasses for a year.
And he is really a sunglasses lover, so it's been rough for him. And we were about to drive to Florida and then spend a couple weeks in Florida. So it's prime time for him to get some sunglasses. So here
And
they
I've already
are.
spent a couple weeks in Florida without sunglasses.
Okay, well anyway, he was getting the plastic mats here. Nope, pause, put it in that trash can right there. When that trash can's not there, then yes, you can put it in this one. So here's the plastic matting.
So how do you want it?
Yeah, like that.
There's 4 pieces, so how, like, just 2 of them together like this?
Well,
I can cut those ends off.
what about...
I feel like 2 this way would, or they can go the other way.
Well, that's what I was considering, was the other way. How about we just lay one in the long way and see? I think it's going to be a little shorter than I want, but we'll see.
One.
We'll see. Yeah, that's a little shorter than I was wanting. I wanted it to overlap the edge of the rug, so it's going to have to go the other way. Probably we'll need all 4 of them. Did you put it the other way?
Under the rug, probably?
No, over the rug.
Over the rug.
Yeah, so we're not tripping or wrecking the edge of the rug. Yeah. It's lovely.
Slowly.
It's lovely. Slovely. So final decision is, well, first we're going to hook them together and then give them hose. But then it looks like we'll probably use all 4 pieces going this way. So it overlaps the edge of the rug a little bit and will hopefully protect the edge of the rug. So that 1, when you're not tripping on it, and 2, it's not just seeing a ton of wear. It can always go under the rug later on if we determine that that's a better fit, but those are my preliminary thoughts. And I think those are going to be pretty great. Glad that we have a free option that we can utilize.
So, it almost seems like it would make sense to have it go right up against the rug. Like pull the rug back. Or this way and have them the other way.
Oh, like eliminate some of the space down there so that it lines right up. Yeah, we could do that too.
But you still want them this way.
Yes, please.
Why would I do this on the
Don't know. As you just saw, Brandon is up putting some wiring in for this fan. We were going to just put a light up there, but we remembered that we had this fan. We've had it for a couple of years now. We thought we would put it on the porch, and we just never did. And so it's not necessarily aesthetically my absolute favorite, but at that price, it was a no-brainer. So we have this fan, and we're gonna put it up there. The screen fell off. We gotta fix that. But yeah. We're gonna make use of all the things we have laying around the house for this project. The sink is not officially in, but we have set it in place just so we can see it. It is the height of a regular kitchen sink. Brandon, that was real nice. So this sink came from, this is not the one that we had that I was talking about, but when Brandon brought the doors that were originally on this to his dad, he talked to one of his coworkers about the fact that he was bringing the doors to his dad, and the coworker was like, oh, hey, does he want a sink? And Brandon was like, I don't know if he wants a sink, but I think I want a sink. And this is the sink that the coworker had taken out of their house, and it was up for grabs. So we said, hey, that's going to be perfect for the pool house. So here is our free and new to us sink. I like that it is all one piece. It's going to be easier to just keep it clean. And it's pretty solid material, whatever it is.
It's like a concrete kind of thing.
Is it composite?
No, it's cast. It's like more like stone than concrete. I mean, more like stone.
It's got a Sid faucet. You must love that, Brandon.
What faucet?
A Sid faucet. Look at it from this angle. It looks like Sid from the Ice Age. Yeah, Brandon, it's a thing.
Oh, yes.
Yes, Sid. Sid. Maybe not so much like that, but like this, it looks like Sid. Yep. Anyway, we also determined that that fan is just going to be too big for the space. It would fit, but the blades would need to hang down below these things.
At the height of those things.
It would be at the height of those things, and I just don't really want it that low. That feels a little too low to me. We're going to lose a lot of like the open ceiling feel, and I don't want to do that. We have swimmers out here per usual, but we are going to need a fan in here because even with all the windows open, there's no breeze right now. And it's toasty in here. This is also the layout that we are going with. I decided to turn the refrigerator back around. I'm laughing because Colin's making a heck ton of noises out there. He's good. We've checked a bunch of times. And this is opening nicely here, except for the fact that we're going to switch the way that it opens, because right now it opens this way. And there is enough clearance, but it's a little tighter than we might like, so the door can switch so that it can open from this way, and then I think it's going to be pretty perfect. We will have... Can you ask your brother to get it? One of his flippers fell off in the pool, and evidently they don't float. So, with doors opening that way, sink here, I think that'll be a nice little layout. Table. We have a corner that's still open for who knows what. Nothing at this time, no plans right now.
He's gonna fill it.
We'll just let it be for the moment.
Guys,
Our
leave the
shelf
hose alone.
over here. And that's about how things are looking and are going to look. Just need to get everything wired and plumbed. You do make a great dolphin, Eli. A great dolphin. we are out back with some pool house updates again. Can you see already the difference? Look at those adorable little lights on either side of the door. So Brandon installed those recently and they are functional. I'll turn them on for you real quick with, oh, it is this first light. It's the first light switch. Oh, look, it was just raining, so they're wet, but look at those cute little lights. So we have our lights, and then the light up leaves, and now it's real wet. We'll leave our shoes here on this mat. You've seen the beautiful carpet, but I'm just going to show you again because I'm sure you're not tired of looking at it, just like I'm not. And if you are, then I'm sorry. We have the sink in place, and update on the sink is that the faucet leaks. So we have the water hooked up. Brandon, I guess, but Brandon is the one who got it hooked up. So the water is hooked up and is able to go through the faucet, but it does leak. Oh, maybe he has it turned off so that we don't have a mess accidentally. So we ordered a new faucet. I just happened to pop on to Amazon and find one at a really good price. So I grabbed that one. There was a whole series of these things not being long enough and him having to get different ones. And I don't know, we got a whole bunch of parts and pieces of things around here. But ultimately, that faucet shall be leaving. We were happy to reuse it before when we thought that it was good to go, but the leaking isn't the best. So we're just gonna replace it. It was a $40 faucet, the new one we bought. Normally I think 75 or 80, so good deal there. And then, what is the other thing we bought for this space? Oh, the handle. We bought seemingly the same handle. We'll see if it really is the same when it comes in, with the difference being on the outside there is an exterior lock. I would just like to be able to lock this space and know that everything we're storing in here is good to go and that sort of thing. So we are going to add a locking door. Right now it locks from the inside, but that doesn't really serve a huge purpose for us because we don't want to lock it when we're in here. So, and then over here we've got kind of the same stuff. We ordered another box of green to blue because when I got the first box, I just kind of wanted to try it and see if it worked for us. It worked really well. So then somebody had recommended that if we liked it and it worked for us, that we should get another box sooner rather than later because it sells out pretty quickly. And in fact, 2 days later, when Brandon went back to Walmart, they were sold out. So we got this one on Amazon before Amazon is also out of stock. So we have a little bit to hopefully get us a little further into the season. We used about half the box the first time, so I don't think that's gonna last us the whole season, but we do of course have other chemicals, so hopefully if we can get it relatively balanced, we can then just manage everything with the other chemicals and not have to go quite the green to blue route. But those are the updates so far. I don't think there's anything else that's changed since the last time you were in here. Well, I guess the outlet is in. This one is all wired and the plate cover is on and it works, so that's great. And of course, the lights are wired and all of that. We have another light switch here that doesn't do anything at the moment. My hands are blue from tie-dyeing with my kids at school today, and that wire or that light switch goes to this wire that's currently just capped off. This is going to be where we will put a light kind of in the center of the room, probably a fan actually. And like I had mentioned to you, we determined that that fan we have just isn't going to work. We are going to need a smaller one. Also, Brandon still needs to switch the door, or the way that the door opens, on this. And that's what's going on in here. We are getting pretty close to the end of the school year and taking off for a vacation to see family. So we're gonna need to wrap this up and call it good pretty darn soon. I'm hoping that we can have it completely squared away, and what I mean by that is have this whole situation finalized, have the door switched, have a fan here and installed and get the handle situation on that door taken care of. But that really is the last of it. That's all that we are planning to do to this space, other than maybe add some hooks on the wall as our needs become a little more clear and the way that we want to use this space. But I am just in love with it. As I've said multiple times, I'm really proud of Brandon, and I'm really proud of how far this space has come and how functional we are making it. And I just look forward to lots and lots of pool days out here. While the pool house itself is nearly done, this project is not, because as you can see right now, and as I've shared with you before, this whole space is to change. So one more glimpse at the very beautiful little pool house. And then I don't think we're going to get to any of this before our vacation. We'll get to this when we come back, but we do have pretty extensive plans in this area. As I've shared before, planning to lay pavers in this whole section, as well as about a 6-inch or so section of a rock around the whole pool, and a set of string lights around the pool, and updating the step situation over here. So all of that is to come as the summer progresses. Our big focus recently has been on the pool house itself. So there's your update for the time being, and it might be a little while until I have another update on the pool house area, just because, as I mentioned, we're headed into the final couple of weeks of school at the time that I am filming this. And if you have a child in school or are an educator, then you know just how wild and crazy this time period is. And then, as I mentioned, we are headed out of town for a little while. So we're getting there with the pool. You can kind of start to see some sections almost of the bottom. Looks like we have a little chunk of stuff there still. It takes time. I'm telling you, it takes time after you have kind of mistreated a pool and not closed it up properly in the winter months. So we're still working on it. Maybe it will be clear by the time we leave, and then it will probably not be clear by the time we're back, or maybe it won't even get clear before we leave. But here's what's going on. Oh, also we added hooks over here. So each child has a hook for goggles, life jacket, that sort of thing. And then we have the double hook situation on either side of the window to house that net situation. So I think that's it for now. All the updates in this space, but I look forward to continuing to work in this area and sharing our updates with you as they happen. So stay tuned to our House to Home series, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.